Alright. Another video, man. Day 2. I'm trying to be consistent, man. We ain't gonna talk about too much right now. We're gonna stay locked in. All that's gonna come later. But it's Tuesday, October 15th, and we're back with another trade review. And today is an interesting day for me because of what I learned today. Today I learned a lot. So I'm starting to take my trades live and come back and jot down little notes and then review them. So before I get into my trade, I guess I can just talk about how do I want to do this. Let me see. Okay. So today I want to talk about my trade. Today I took a sell on Nasdaq and it was an interesting ride. So I'll kind of explain what winded up happening, why we go back to this just on the 5 minutes, just to get straight into it. So I had my trade, and today was interesting because today's bias was bullish. Today's bias was very bullish. If we go to our 4-hour chart, right, we can see. I know it's messy, but y'all just gotta pay attention to the candles. I gotta pay attention to the candles. I know it's messy, but it is what it is. I gotta stay on the trade. Hold on, I'm trying to do this. I ain't even gonna fuck with it. But anyway, if we just look at the price structure, we can see that price was very, very bullish, and price was moving off of these fair value gaps, support levels were holding, everything was nice. And we looked at the 4-hour time frame. When we come to the 1-hour time frame, we can also see that price was just bullish, bullish, bullish. So the fact that I was interested in taking the sell was crazy. The reason why it was crazy was because I'm really trying to learn to trust in my strategy that I back tested. I got a trader friend right now, and we just trade so different. So, and then I'll be on Instagram looking at how all these different traders trade, and it'll make me feel like, man, I kind of don't trust my system because it's a mixture of just lessons and mentorships and different concepts. So it's like I'm trying to learn how to trust my system that I'm comfortable with, but I still don't trust it. So with that being said, when I came down to the, y'all just gonna have to keep up with me on this video. So the 4-hour, we got bullish structure. Bias is definitely bullish. We're getting support off of this level, and we're getting resistance off of this level. That's why I got this marked up, and we also getting resistance off of this level. No crazy demands marked up. Right here, we got some fair value gaps that I saw, and that made my bias bullish. I'm sorry, I'm mumbling and stumbling, but I'm trying to think and talk. Okay. On top of that, like, it was nothing too crazy. It was just simple support and resistance level. There's no point in me even keep on trying to talk about it. It was simple support and resistance levels that were getting marked up. I'll cut all that off so it's clean. Go back to the 4-hour. You can see bullish structure. If we also look at the EMAs, you can see that all the EMAs are below 1 hour, 4 hours. All right, y'all get the point. So everything's bullish. Bias was bullish for the day. I go down to the 15-minute though. I mean, I guess we could take a quick look at the 30. I don't really pay attention to it that much, but we can see it's just bullish. Nothing too crazy, nothing to really look at. So I go down to the 15-minute, and of course it's 9:30. All right, we go down to the 5-minute. What we gonna do? We're marking up London's lows, and then we also marked up London's highs, which I count at 9 o'clock. If you really, really want to be safe, you could move London's highs right here. But I do it for the one right, the high right at 9 o'clock. So right here. But anyway. Alright. Getting into the main trade. Okay. Now this is what I saw on the 5-minute chart. This is how my day went. And this is why I have 2 positions. I actually got into 2 different positions on his trade, right? This was my first one on the 5-minute, right? At 9:25, I saw this market structure shift. Everybody knows I keep repeating this. I'm gonna repeat it on every video because this is how simple my strategy is, and this is why I have a hard time trusting it. Only thing I'm looking for is a runner sweep liquidity, market structure shift, or break of structure. The only thing that I'm looking for is a runner sweep on liquidity, a market structure shift or break of structure, and a valid retest of a key level. Valid break and retest of a key level. Right here at 925, I'm seeing that we get a market structure shift to the downside off of a key level, off of an hourly key level. Okay, so this was the market structure shift. Now we're getting a break and retest of this key level right here, right at 930. All right, we came and we wicked London's liquidity from we wicked the liquidity from London's highs. God damn. All right, so all three of my criteria at this point are met, right? This is what I'm looking at. The only thing that was making me nervous about taking this trade was the fact that, okay, the market is bullish, so how is this sell going to work? So we wait on price action. Go down to the 3 minute, we wait on price action. We see that we wicked the liquidity from London's, we wicked the liquidity, the buy side liquidity, that's been taken. All right, so what do we do now? We come down and we break below that structure right there. What did the 5 minute do? We broke below that structure. I'm in that trade, right? Because it's a flip counter. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get in, everything looks like it's going my way. Go into the 3 minute, we can see price was going down, and then for some reason, I think it was a fair value gap there. Let me see. Yeah, that fair value gap winded up holding right here. There's a little fair value gap from right here to right here that really seems very insignificant, but it was present and it played some type of part in making my trade reverse. Right. So what happened? I got stopped out. All right. Now when I got stopped out, I got wicked out, right? So a candle never actually closed completely outside of my stop loss, okay? But I still got wicked out. But I still got another flip candle on the 3 minute. I mean on the 5 minute. 3 minute and the 5 minute. Okay, so what do? Let me see, what did I do on the 5 minute? I re-entered this position. I gotta start recording them live again so y'all can see my actual execution. But at that point, once I see this play action right here, that's what I call it. Once I see that play action, I'm in that trade. Once I see that break below, I'm in that trade. On the 5 minute, it happened like that. Boom, I'm in that trade. Re-entry, boom. My take profit was 1 and 3, then I had lost that. And yeah, that was a beautiful trade. So the reason why I re-entered was because we had all of these rejection wicks. And I'm not gonna lie, we had all of these rejection wicks right here. Some of these videos are naturally gonna be longer than others because I'm not trying to make them perfect. I'm just trying to make them there. So if I edit this video and it's not the best, but the message got across and it took a little bit long, it's okay because whatever. All right. So these are all the rejection wicks that I'm seeing. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me. You pay attention to that circle. All of those rejection wicks are what made me get in. Even though I got stopped out, and I'm not gonna lie, I reversed my position on when I got into this sell because I got in a little bit early. I got in at this break right here, like at that wick below. I think that's when I wanted to get in. And price almost came up and touched my stop loss, and that made me reverse my position. I'm not gonna cap, but this is why I'm taking trades from forward testing perspective and a paper trading perspective instead of doing it with my live money, so I can learn the lessons. Because even though it didn't cost me that much money, it cost me money, and it made my emotions flare up when I should have just trusted my trade. So I kind of reversed it, but then I was like, nah, I need to get back, and I switched it around real quick, and as soon as I did that, it went back down into my favor. And if we look at the I went for a 1 and 3, right? But if we look at what the trade wound up doing in its entirety, we can see that it went for a banger. This trade went for, let me see how many points. This trade went for almost, man, this trade went bananas. Before this trade went 250 points before losing any momentum. It went 250 points before losing any momentum, and you could have got in on a re-entry right here. So this was a beautiful trade, but I just only caught that 1 to 3. Well, I would have caught that only 1 to 3. But let me go over what I went ahead and wrote down on my orange chart, because that's basically it. That's the trade. I got all 3 of my criteria is met. And even though I did get stopped out right here, I saw multiple rejection wicks at an hourly key level, and all 3 of my criteria was met. If I was gonna lose a trade or take any other trade, this would have been the one. All right. I know y'all probably can't see that, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. All right. This is the hourly key level breaking retest right here at this wick. This is my breaking retest. We came back down, and then we dropped below. So I have my breaking retest, my market structure shift, and my liquidity run on London already present, and momentum just carried the rest. Like it looks so simple, and it is simple, but when you're actually in the trades live, the emotions flare up, and you start not to trust yourself. So we're gonna use that point. We're gonna use that point to transition into what I had jotted down, which was like, today's move was a counter trend move, so I was nervous, and I actually reversed my position, and it cost me money. That was unnecessary. So yeah, that's what I just told y'all. So today I learned to trust myself, trust my levels, and trust my confluences, and to be okay with taking the risk. Like I just mentioned, I saw all 3 of my criteria. It really was an A+ setup. I just had to trust it, even though everything else was looking bullish, even though everybody on Instagram was taking buys and winning off of buys. Like, I know my system that I created, that I back tested, I'm just not that confident with it because I haven't been in the right zone to apply it to even, you know what I'm saying, see. But my data shows me that, oh, this shit works. So it was just really trusting myself. And it says you win some, you lose some. Just risk correctly. If your strategy says enter the trade, take the chance and stand on the probability. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Don't trust yourself. Don't worry about what any other trader is doing or saying. Alright, so I just basically said that. And I also learned that trading isn't about what you think. It's about reacting to what you see. So that's another thing that I learned today. To just trust what I see. If I'm seeing this situation is what it is, then just take the chance on it versus trying to worry about chance because the market is bullish. I don't see no bullish signs. You get what I'm saying? If we go back down to this 5-minute chart, even though the market was bullish, when we go to 9:45, we can see that, all right, everything, we're getting resistance off key level. We got this strong ass rejection wick. All right, we got this long ass rejection wick. We're breaking below. Where are the EMAs at? Let's see. The EMAs are right there. That's the only thing that would kind of made it like, you know. But I have experience, so I just know certain price action when I see it. I just kind of got an intuition. But all of this bearish, all of these bearish signals, wicks, resisting off of a key level, breaking in the retest. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was given bullish about it. So why am I worried about what I think and what was going on then before this was going on, when right now everything is bearish? It's just like, trust yourself. And I know this video is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but at the same time, it's like, it's cool doing videos like this too, where I'm going over price action and the actual mindset and what I learned from it. Because I think looking back at it, it's going to be more effective than just X, Y, and Z happened, trade won, trade lost. Like, nah, it's way deeper than that. you really learning every day. Every day you show up, you learn something else that should make you better. You just gotta be willing to control yourself enough to learn the lesson. That's what it comes down to, and that's why I'm getting up working. I'm trying to figure everything out. So yeah, that was my trade for today. Basically, a beautiful trade. I'm glad I got to go over all of the lessons. And before I do in the trade video, I also want to point this out as well. Although everything did look bullish prior to, it wasn't like the market didn't have any targets to go toward on the sell side. You know what I'm saying? Like from here, we had already swept London's lows, right? We had already ran through them. So we've already grabbed the liquidity from that area. So it's like now the market has London's lows to go grab, which was also the sell side liquidity in this instance. And we also got a fair value gap that the price can go toward. And I'm not saying that you hold that whole trade. You should if you could, but if you're not at that level yet, which I'm not 100% at yet, there's nothing wrong with getting out of their trade right here at London's lows. But it has stuff to go towards below it. So it was a big ass move, but it's like it wasn't unrealistic for it to happen. Just like it could have went to the upside, it's just chance. So if you got you something that's working and you tested it out, you just gotta be willing to try to apply that shit every day and trust what you're comfortable doing. It don't matter what nobody else doing. So that's what I learned today. Yeah. It was a really good day trading, man. Really a lot of lessons learned. So technically we went 1-1 today. And like I said, man, we just gonna show tomorrow and keep learning these lessons and getting better as traders. And just people as well. No cap. But yeah, enough of the yapping. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Lock in. Tight shit. That nigga lame.